Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Wednesday, January 22nd, 2025. Before I click through all the charts like this one, just want to mention that on Tuesday, Wicked Stocks put out a stock pick on Coterra Energy. We've got another one coming up in a couple of days. We put out two a week for 3 to 5 week out of 3 to 5 month near to midterm investors. We also do daily Triple Q, daily SPY, weekly Apple stock, weekly S&P 500, weekly NASDAQ 100. You get all that for one subscription price, and you can see it all for free. We offer a 5-day free trial up front. So if you want to see that Coterra stock pick, you can check us out, wickedstocks.com, and get yourself set up with a 5-day free trial. So I'm going to start with this chart, and this is just a reminder that having tested long-term support in the upper 120s, low 130s, 127.04 to 133.2. And I say tested because we did so on the weekly chart at that time. And you can see that here, that channel bottom that is now at 132.19 and climbing. But the daily version is 130.32. You can see it all lower right. And I'll leave it to you as to whether you actually want to consider the weekly channel bottom part of the base of long-term support, but it works. There's often times where it is really the weekly charts that wind up calling the highs and lows. The daily charts are there for fine tuning, and I think that is the proper way to go about it. We closed Tuesday for the first time back above, I should say, the 138.53 3/8 Fibonacci. That was a 3/8 from that high that was put out a couple of weeks ago. That was an all-time high by a hair. Took out the November 24 high, and then we fell back. And so, yes, we closed above 138.53, and we are expecting now 144.11. Now, 138.53 has been reduced to an intraday support level only in deference to a newly formed rising channel bottom that is 1 week old now at 136.74. So if we happen to ease back, 138.53 is certainly still a solid day tradable level. It may actually prevent, if you will, a test of 136.84. But if we break 138.53, 136.74, solid level to buy into for the day. I want to see a decent bounce off of that if you want to stay long off of 136.74. We are in the midst of a 3 to 5 day buy signal above 138.53, expecting once again 144.11. So there's that. You may be long already. Maybe you can just call 136.74 the level that you stop out of your long position if settled below 136.74, or if we violate it on an intraday basis. I'll leave that to you. There's no real right answer for that one, but I will say that if we close back below 136.74, we fall back to long-term support in the 127.04 to 130.32 region, which is once again on the weekly chart 132.19 as shown here. So that could be it. That might just be it, 132.19, if we happen to get the sell signal below 136.74. But we came off of long-term support. I should backtrack a little bit. And having tested long-term support, I've been mentioning how 154.62 has remained a 2 to 3 week target, as it does right now. We're a little closer to reaching that now following yesterday's settlement above 138.53. And after having, tested long-term support, not only anticipating the 154 handle resistance over the next 2 to 3 weeks, but 168.79 over the next month or two. And yes, over the next 2 to 3 months, we can make our way all the way into the 180s and higher. 184.13 is a one-year channel structure. Now, I will be honest, obviously, and I always am. I picked the wrong word there. I will be frank. Closing above 154.46, or on the daily chart, which I can find right here at 154.62, closing above this structure will go far in sort of, instilling or inspiring kind of a breakout dynamic. You can see we've got a series of highs here. We have a rough double top now in the 152 handle. So if we can close above 154.46 over the next few weeks, that will go far in terms of probably quickly realizing 168.79 within about 2 to 3 weeks and 184.13 within a couple of months. So, I don't want to you diminish the importance of 154.62. It is important. It can contain weekly buying pressures. We can fall away from there perhaps for more than a week. But really, the bottom line is having tested long-term support in the low 130s, and that did occur a couple of weeks ago. We are expecting 154.62 as a 2 to 3 week objective. And now that we've closed above 138.53, we just might see this over the next 1 to 2 weeks. Working our way up once again, we have 144.11, and that is a 5/8 upside Fibonacci, can contain daily buying pressures. And if settled above, I don't know if we'll see that today, but we could. If we close above 144.11 today, we may have just a 3 to 5 day buy signal. So keep that in mind. You could have gone long above 138.53 on Tuesday, anticipating, the 144.11 5/8 Fibonacci, where profits can be taken if you're a short-term swing trader. But if we close above 144.11, I do see that 154.62 formation as likely. Let's just call it by the end of next week, where we can place a weekly high. This is, once again, a 2 to 3 week target anyway. Let's cover the downside, that if we do close below 136.74, we should unwind into this 127.04 to 130.32 region within several days, where we can bottom out through February, where we might actually bottom out through the entire first quarter, and above which, as I've been mentioning now for some time, higher trade is anticipated, possibly the 180s, as we continue into March, April, May. But if we did close below the 127.04 formation, that would be a significant sell signal event. 127.03 on the weekly chart, down to 103.92. That could be within 3 to 5 weeks, could take a couple of months. We're a long way from that happening right now, but if we did close below 127.03, no good reason to be long NVIDIA. As we move through the month of February, I would expect 103.92 within about 3 to 5 weeks. But right now, being long NVIDIA is the way to go, following the testing a couple of weeks ago of the 132.19 rising channel bottom. We've got a secondary buy signal on Tuesday, settlement above 138.53. We would have another buy signal, which is actually expected if over the next day or two we were to close above 144.11, anticipating our initial big picture objective in the 154.62 region over the next 2 to 3 weeks. I think that pretty much rounds it out. Please click like, share, subscribe, check out wickedstocks.com. I will be back tomorrow with Thursday's NVIDIA report, and you have a great evening.